Coaches Connection, connecting you and the greater DMV to local sports programs, as well as the coaches that inspire our local youth.
Welcome to another edition of Coach Connection. I'm Farrar Cape, your host, and today I'm so proud to introduce you to a native son. You know what I mean? A brother who actually didn't really go far, but he's here on purpose at Coolidge, making a difference in the lives of so many young athletic individuals, because you teach so many different sports, right?
Yeah.
You look at that, yeah. But tell everybody who don't know you, because a lot of people do, who you are, Coach.
My name is Derrick Davis. I'm the head varsity girls coach at Calvin Coolidge High School.
Yeah, on purpose.
On purpose.
So why did you choose Coolidge? You could have gone anywhere.
I chose Coolidge because my dad went there. My dad won the first basketball championship in '87 at Coolidge. So it was kind of like, that's where I wanted to be, following my father's footsteps. I wanted to go there high school, but moms wasn't having it, but I figured that, if I get a chance, I can come back and help these young ladies as I was helped as a kid.
So you just dropped it so smoothly. You play sports also.
Yeah, I played sports. I played basketball, a Division I scholar, started for 4 years at a HBCU, South Carolina State University. And
that sport has literally impacted your life. Can you tell us how has being, in a family of athletes, going to school, how has it helped you be the man that you are?
Oh, it's projected me to where I can provide for my family and provide for some of these young kids and help them in ways that a lot of people can't. Basketball has showed me that what you put in is what you're gonna get out of it. Sacrificing time, hanging out with my friends, and actually being in the gym and putting in hard work and doing something that I loved actually afforded me a 4-year Division I scholarship.
And there's so much more.
So
you talk about your dad, and I had to be like filling your chest up, right?
Yeah.
So what are some of the other coaches that has impacted you? Some of those coaches that you still think about, man, that coach said so and so, I'm gonna tell her too. As a kid, it was 3 coaches that impacted me. A guy by the name of LeBarry Williams, rest in peace. Mr. Ed Hill, a Howard Hall of Fame statistician, and a guy by the name of Tony Langley, my mentor. 3 guys in DC that are well known for athletes and kids. Guys who just installed, hard work. You got to put in the work. You got to put in the time and the effort. It's got to be there. Now, you're part of a athletic family, also in school.
Yes.
How do your other coaches, how do you all intertwine, what y'all do to help these young persons?
By just talking on all our behalves, like, whether it's the football coach or the boys basketball coach or every soccer team or us, always recruiting for each other, helping each other out. Hey, when we go out look for kids, they looking for kids for the programs as well. So it's a big family. Everybody looks out for everybody. Everybody wants the best for everyone.
Right. So if you have a dynamic athletic individual in your house, maybe on your dinner table, why would they come to Coolidge?
Because Coolidge has so many opportunities. We have a great mass media program as well. We have the early college program where you can graduate Coolidge High School your senior year with an associate's degree. Not too many. I think it's maybe one other school in DC that has that program.
Yeah, that would have helped me a lot.
Yeah, it's a great program. So Coolidge is really a good school.
Yeah. Now you had a lot of people who are reclassifying, to, I guess, to spend more time in that good school you call Coolidge. You know. Tell us about that reclassification.
Well, that reclassification, it can go either way. It can help kids out, or it may not be the best. We all hear of the kids who reclass and went on to college and had success stories, but we also don't hear about the kids who wasn't successful ever. So depending on you and your family situation, if that's what you choose to do, then that's what you choose to do.
Yeah. So Coach, more on Coach Connection, we're going to talk to more coaches as parents make the decision
on is reclassification good for your child, good for your family.
Yeah.
Now, when you think about how should a parent consider a school, like what should they look for in deciding a good athletic department to put their children in?
Oh, when you're deciding a good athletic department, you in today's society now that basketball is so important at the younger ages, you got to decide on, hey, if my kid goes here, what are some challenges that my kid may have to face? When you're deciding a school, it's like college now. Do my kid go here and they have 4 or 5 other guards that are freshmen that now you got to compete? When my kid goes here, how is my kid gonna fit in socially? How is my kid gonna fit in economically? It's so many things that you got to take into consideration that, you got to make sure you have that open line of communication with the coaches and that coach telling you, hey, straight up with you, this is what it is. So open line of communication, somewhere that the coach call you sometimes and make you feel like you're wanted, so just an open line of communication.
See, we want to make sure you make that perfect decision, and you have so many schools, public, private. How did your parents decide to send you to a non?
Well, to me, when I was young, it was just public or private.
Okay.
Now you have public, private, charter. I mean, you have so many decisions now. Now it's hard. Now my decision came from me being an inner city kid. I was an inner city kid. A lot of things were going on back in the 90s. And my mom said, look, I think this is the best decision for you. You have a full ride scholarship as a kid in high school. Mm-hmm. You're going to be able to be diversify and learn more over here. Just not so much learning more, just to diversify, understanding what it is to be in an all-black culture just as well as being in an all-white culture. Yeah. So my mom was fortunate to be able to make that decision where not a lot of kids are, but I seen that and I wanted to come back to the city and help other kids.
Yeah. And you are helping a group of young ladies who are making a name for themselves and academically making a difference. Could you tell everyone how could we support you as you support those students? Is there an email or
Oh,
website?
Yes. My email is derrickddavis@gmail.com. You can also support the team at DC Lady Colts B-Ball on Facebook, also on Instagram as well.
So when you blow that whistle and your students come down to start training, what do you see in our young girls, your students, that they don't see in themselves, that you pull out of them?
We got effort. We got to make sure we pull out that effort. You got to give 110% every time you step on the court, every time you step in the classroom. You got to give 110%, and that's what we stress to these ladies. It's going to be hard. Like when they come in the gym and we blow that whistle, coach, I don't run it. I don't want to run. I don't want to do this. But we try to stress to them, this will help you. You know what I'm saying? Going through the hard times now will definitely make it easier when you get to college.
And you foresee college?
Definitely. That's the great part, because me coaching in the DCIAA for about 11 years now at different schools, it's great because I've had kids come through the program where they basketball, and it encouraged them, even though some of them didn't play in college, it encouraged them want to go to college. When the time they call me, they still call me now, let me know what's going on. And when the times get hard, they like, Coach, this wasn't harder than what we did in practice. I can maintain this, and I can do this, and the development is crazy. I love it. I love giving back. So.
Well, just like he loves giving back, this is your opportunity to reach out to not just Coolidge. Coolidge is in a wonderful school, but it's a part of a school network here in D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. You heard from the other coach also, too. We don't just play basketball, but we also play soccer and so many other sports. That's that one thing, brother. There's that one thing, Coach, that we want to encourage our community to be a part of. Can you tell them what is that one thing that you would want to see more of our residents in our cities be a part of our students?
Oh, definitely. Definitely like to see more people come out. I think Coolidge has like one of the highest alumni like of people. We would definitely want to see all the alumni, Coolidge alumni, come out to football games, basketball games, soccer games. We would like to, whatever we can do to get more alumni, because we have so many, just to come out and support and show the kids that Coolidge is well and alive.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna say this real softly, but see, I love coming to Roosevelt to see the games, and also Easton. But what I loved is that it reminds me where I was.
Yeah.
And you can have that same feeling when you decide to be a part of your school now and be a part of those students through our athletic department. So, Coach, brother, thank you so much for the hard work and the discipline that you continue to show our students.
Yeah.
And it's all possible when we do it more, when we do it together.
Yes, sir.
You've been watching another edition of Coach Connection. I want to thank you. I want to encourage you to be a part of your school's athletic departments now.
Coach's Connection, connecting you and the greater DMV to local sports programs, as well as the coaches that inspire our local youth. This show has been brought to you by the Scholar Athlete Sports Network, SASN.TV.